Man, I hate the cold so bad. Alright, I want to talk to you guys about how to fix the Lumix G7. If your camera just pretty much quit out on you the same way it did me, I'm just going to go ahead and skip straight to the solution and tell you exactly how to fix it. And the truth is, you buy another one. That's what I had to do. It's your boy Lanier here. A few months ago, or actually about a year ago, actually a little over a year now, I was using this camera, the Lumix G7, to film 2 celebrity clients I had when I was in Atlanta. I was at a nightclub and I had to do like a recap video. And right when I picked this camera up to use it after we got out of the car, it was used, everything was working fine while we were on the tour bus. We get off the tour bus, go in the club, and as soon as I had cut the camera off to walk in, I tried to cut it on. For some reason, it just would not cut on no matter what I did. I had multiple other full batteries that I put in and out of this camera. There was no sign of like any type of like liquid damage or anything at all. As you can see, like there's nothing, there's just no issues at all that you can visibly see. When I look inside the like the battery case and everything, there's like nothing going on with the camera. So I figured, well, maybe my camera's just glitching or something, and I had to switch memory cards. I switched memory cards. None of that worked. None of it worked. So ultimately, after trying for about 2 or 3 days, or actually like about a week to try to get this camera to work, I gave up on it because I mean, it's like, what else can you do? So what I ended up doing was I ended up purchasing another Lumix G7, which is the one that I have been using now on this channel. And honestly, that was the better option, because when I took this camera to a shop to see if they could fix it, they were pretty much telling me the price of actually fixing it was going to be the same price as buying another Lumix G7. And I was like, what? So really the solution that I'm gonna tell you guys is how you can buy another Lumix G7 to replace the one that's broken on you. I bought this camera for like $550, maybe close to $600. But I bought this one for like $320. And I'm just gonna show you guys how to do it. So if you guys aren't aware of buying, like how to buy things from people for cheap and all that, one of the great ways to do it is just use this app called OfferUp. And also sometimes on the Facebook Marketplace, that can also help you as well. But I just want to give you guys a quick example, like how I searched it up and found it, and maybe you guys can do the same thing as well. Okay, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is start screen recording my phone so you guys can follow with me and see exactly what I did. Here I go. I'm about to go to OfferUp, and of course I'm gonna get it to use my location. This is my first time logging in because I have a new phone now, so I have to set everything up, separate location. All right, boom. So I'm using GPS to find my location. So all I have to do is just type in the search bar Lumix G7 and just see what they have. All right, boom. They have a couple options as you guys can already see. Let me see if I can find one. Like, how much is this one right here? Well, that one's $500. It's coming from California. Let's see here. $350. Boom. There's one right there. $350 Lumix G7. It's gonna come from Valcuse. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Vaucluse, but it's coming from VC, South Carolina. And all I would have to do is just either make an offer or buy now and be able to get this Lumix G7. It looks like it's in perfectly working condition. So if I really wanted to, I can have 2 right now. But yeah, that's basically all I did was I went to OfferUp, and honestly, I have to give credit where credit is due. The person who I didn't actually pay for my second Lumix G7, my ex-girlfriend was the one who actually paid for it because she saw how bummed out I was about the Lumix G7 and how I was starting to use it to develop this channel. I had actually started to use my Blackmagic a whole lot more because my Blackmagic was really like my workhorse at that time. I was shooting a lot of music videos. But I definitely missed taking really dope pictures. So when she surprised me and said, hey, I found a Lumix G7 on OfferUp. So here's another one for $450 right here. It probably comes with everything you see in the picture. That's a pretty good deal. But yeah, when she saw, I think I already clicked that one. When she saw that, you know, when she basically surprised me with that, I thought that was like the dopest thing in the world. So to this day, even though I don't want nothing to do with her, I do appreciate the fact that she helped me get my camera back, and that was just a dope thing of her. So yeah, that's really how you fix your Lumix G7. I know this video might be bothering you guys because you're like, man, I really want to figure out a way to just fix it for free or whatever. But the truth is, man, there's something with these motherboards on this camera that does tend to go out, and that's the reason why there's a lot of people talking about the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and stop screen recording real quick. So there's a reason why people be like, a lot of people are saying the same thing. Is like everyone's having these issues where the camera just completely goes out just for no reason, man. Like, I don't know what it is about this. Like, actually, I just want to, just for giggles, I just want to see if I put a new back, because this is a charged battery for my Lumix G7. I want to see if this one will just turn on for no reason. Wouldn't it be crazy if it just like turned on right now? Oh, I had to try. But yeah, this is a fully charged battery. I don't know why. For some reason, this camera just gave out, man. I don't. Maybe the switch broke or something. It would be pretty cool to finally get this camera fixed one day, if I could get it fixed. To just so I can have two different camera angles at one time, the same camera. I've never owned the same camera twice. Well, I guess technically I do own the same camera twice, but I've never been able to record with the same camera from two different angles, which would be really dope, especially with like some of the scripted skits that I do sometimes on like TikTok and Instagram. That would be pretty fun to do. All right, anyway, I feel like this video may be a little too long already, but I just want to tell you guys, like, literally what you're gonna have to do is, like, you have to bite the bullet, get you another camera. But the benefit of the Lumix G7 right now is that it's so slept on that it's cheap. You can find it for cheap, but really, this camera really should be worth about $600, to be honest with you. But it has dropped down to $300, $350. So go ahead and buy them up. Who knows? Maybe one day I might sell mine. Nah. All right, guys. See you guys later on in the next video. Peace.